Welcome to Spotlight, and we're back with Andrea Fields.
Yay.
Okay, tell me now, when people donate money to the Salvation Army, how would they know that this money is going to the right place and to the right people?
Well, the most important thing to know is when you're writing a check, in the memo line, you can write who you want that money to go to. Another thing we didn't mention is 100% of the funds that's used for disaster relief services goes to fund that disaster. So we've had 3 major hurricanes in the last couple of months. Every penny that was given to those disasters went to help those disasters. Not 1 cent of it was used for administrative costs. That's really important because when people need help, we don't need anyone lining pockets with extra money.
Okay.
So one way to know is to make sure that you put on that memo line where you want it to go.
Yeah.
So if you want it to go to the Farmington Hills Corps, it goes to the Farmington Hills Corps. If you want it to go to, say, fund a youth programming, just put youth programming on there, and it's always designated.
So
in another
you can
way,
really specifically say what you want your money to go
exactly
to or where.
Exactly.
Okay.
And then there's always Charity Navigator. There are probably other watchdog sites like that, but definitely Charity Navigator is one.
Okay, well, tell me about exactly your work as like a volunteer coordinator and as a community outreach director.
Well,
like, how is your day? How does your day go? Basically.
My days change from day to day. It's different. Every day is different. So as a volunteer coordinator, my function is to find volunteers and assign volunteers to make sure that our Corps is operating smoothly. We only have like 4 regular employees and 1 part-time employee at our Corps. Everyone else is volunteers. So everyone who works in the pantry, volunteers. Everyone
who
who works
in difficulties finding volunteers?
Sometimes I do. Sometimes I do. But one thing I have found lately that I'm really surprised at, but I really enjoy, hiring seniors as volunteers.
Seniors.
I really do, because they are so dedicated and they know so much about the Salvation Army, and they've had so many experiences with the Salvation Army. So not only are they committed to helping people,
appreciation.
Right, exactly. Yeah. So not only are they committed to helping people, they are committed to helping the Salvation Army. That's something a lot of younger people don't really know the importance of our organization.
So mainly they are seniors.
Mostly, yes.
Mostly seniors.
Yes.
Okay, that's good
yes.
to know.
And of course, again, if you want to volunteer, 248-477-1153, extension 16. Ask for Andrea. That's me. One thing I didn't mention, because not everyone wants to be a bell ringer. Not everyone is able to stand out in the cold, but there are other ways to give. We have an Adopt a Ghetto program, so it usually costs us about $100 per day to make sure a bell ringer gets on their site and pay them. So if someone wants to pay $100 for a bell ringer for a day, we'd love to have that. We also have a mobile red kettle.
$100 a day.
Right. Okay. So they can pay for 1 day, 10 days, however many days, and especially when it gets cold, some volunteers and some paid bell ringers just decide not to come out when it's really super cold.
Yes.
Like sub-degree.
Yeah.
So we also have a mobile red kettle. You can donate anytime with that, and in the number line is 41444, and in the memo line you type in Salmish space number 2. The number 2, not the word 2.
And the question that I want to ask you about the clothing that people donate.
Okay.
And I know you guys, the Salvation Army, you sell those clothes. Tell me a little bit about that. Where does the money go, from the clothes?
I think our thrift stores is an amazing operation. So all the things that are donated, they, of course, are separated, and they go to all the Salvation Army in this area.
Yeah.
What happens with the money that is generated from those clothing is it goes to fund our adult rehabilitation centers and our Harbor Light programs. Again, our Harbor Light programs help to heal people who have mild forms of psychosis and are having difficulties breaking themselves from chemical or substance dependencies. Our adult rehabilitation centers are a work therapy program. So the program is a 6-month commitment, but in that 6 months you'll learn how to work. You'll get used to working again. You will have regular meals. It's just an amazing program, and they even teach you how to, manage a budget, that type thing. So it's amazing.
That is so nice.
It is. It really is, and that's what that money funds. So for the thrift store, so when you don't want to give because they spend the money, find out what they spend the money on first. It's incredible.
What else can you tell me about the Salvation Army that not many people know?
Okay, You know what, we do have an anti-human trafficking campaign right now. It's been in operation for 2 years now. And because we have entities in 128 countries, and China is the newest, yay. But because we have entities in 128 countries in the world, we have found that it is an incredible opportunity for us to help unearth those nefarious type people who would use children and adults in not so good ways. So to report suspected cases of anti-human trafficking, just dial 888-373-7888. Put that number in your cell phone because you never know when you'll have an opportunity to use it. And that number again is 888-373-7888. Another thing, because we have a presence in so many areas, is our family locator. So if you have been separated from your family, say maybe you have a sibling who was separated from you in a foster care system and you don't know what happened to them and you would love to contact them, you can also call our Central Territory headquarters, and that number is 847-294-2000. They do have programs in place.
So you can help them locate their families.
Yes.
That is awesome.
I think so too.
Is this something new that you do, or you've been doing
that?
Well,
as far as I know, they've been doing it since before I began, but I don't know when it know when it actually started.
But that's great.
It
Never heard
is.
about that, so that's
really
great.
It's so many programs that the Salvation Army has in place, and it seems like every year I learn more and more.
Yeah, and it seems like you enjoy your work a lot.
I do.
And enjoy helping people.
I do.
Which is great.
I
mean, obviously the Salvation Army is a great organization.
Yes.
And as we mentioned before, it's one of the oldest human services organization, and it's please, if whoever wants to volunteer, this is the right time, and this is the right time to volunteer.
Right.
And to give money.
Right. Now, if they want a paid bell ringing job, we do take applications at our core Monday through Friday from 1 o'clock to 3:30, and that's the Farmington Hill Core. It's located at 27500 Shiawassee Street in Farmington Hills, Michigan.
That's excellent.
Yeah, I think so.
I think I just want to thank you so much for today, Andrea Fields.
Thank you for having me,
I'd like
Hanan.
to have you back.
I would love to come back.
Sometime soon.
Yay, I would love to come back.
Thank
You're
you,
welcome.
and keep up the good work.
That's the plan.
All right. Thank you.
You're welcome.
Great.